What's going on, B1 family? Welcome back to my Black University boy, Big Vic. So we got some more content coming your way. Something I saw that was real interesting, and I think one brother said it best with the Carmelo Anthony situation. They think they're going to use AI to doctor up the footage to make it like he committed a crime. I also reached out to our brother Poncho Stevens and sent him over the designs. Hey, brother, what can you do with this? Of course, he's going to be compensated for it. We may even go with him for getting them done. But we're going to see what he does, and we present it before the B1 family before we pull the trigger on anything.
Hey, check this out.
This is not a play. This is real life, and you can get out. Justine, call me if you need me. Or my cane.
Let's get the money.
Couldn't even sneak off somewhere.
Justina wasn't what it looked like.
There it goes.
We were rehearsing Joan of Arc.
I don't remember Joan of Arc kissing
They split
anybody.
up.
You show me in here where Joan of Arc kisses somebody, then we have no problem.
The question is, why did they change that? What you're looking at is the Cosby Show. In the original version, you see they're talking about Joan of Arc. In the streaming version, it's altered. My question is, why take that out? Why go through the trouble of something that's already pre-taped, pre-recorded, pre-edited? For what reason? Obviously, there's a reason for that, and the question is, how many things do they do that to? They're gonna do it to the Cosby Show. You think they ain't gonna do it to news? You think they're not gonna do it to historical events? Why take the manpower? Why devote that energy to changing something as so simplistic as the Cosby Show? TL Cross caught this and somebody sent it to me, and it's spot on. I have no idea why they would actually edit that and then put it out on streaming services. And how many things are like that? How many things that we see or we notice and we're like, or we call it the Mandela Effect, or people call us nuts, or people say we're misremembering, and then they actually are changing things. It's bigger than the Cosby Show, for sure. Let me know if you caught any of these. Let me know if you get any other unusual suspects, because it's obviously happening. Out to the TL Cross, because spot on, great catch. Let me know what you think. It's up.
I honestly think this is a part of the reason why we have these, quote, Mandela effects going on. Because it's quiet as kept. So when they are showing fights now, this is something I know for sure. They say a fight's gonna happen at this time, and this time. So what they do is each network that is showing the fight, or each, unless like on Netflix, something like that, they delay the stream per time zone. So the fight can already be over in the East Coast, knocked out. Whoever knocked out. Whoever wins. In the West Coast, because of the times of differential, they will delay the streaming. And so they'll get it at the time they're supposed to get it, while East Coast already knows, hey, somebody lost. They won't announce it necessarily on these news sites, because they're like, hey, we got to wait till the West Coast has finally seen it, and then we can say, hey, this person won, this person lost. So if they can do that in real time, and they're doing that with these old shows, what you think they can do with the footage they can get their hands on? This is what's been going on, family. A lot of us been like, hey, I remember this being that. And they say, oh, it never happened. Like Sinbad and the, what's that movie he did? Was it Shazam? And he's like, I never did that movie, but people were taking VHS tapes and they're saying, hey, no, this is you. And so we, more so now than ever, we need to keep these old videos, old documents, old books, old news articles, and keep them preserved, because they can put anything online, doctor it up, and then turn around and tell us, oh, well, that never happened. That never happened. That explains to me why when I remember when Dick Gregory used to be on, his gentleman, his name is Mike. He would be on his channel. He would do interviews, and of course, he'd blow up on him, call him all kind of dumbass, jackass, and all that stuff like that. But he was talking about how when Malcolm was shot, the bullets was coming down. And so I remember when I went and looked at it at that time, this was like the early 2010s. And I went and looked it up, and sure enough, the bullets, you could tell they were all up in his chest. And then later on, after he passed away, I went to go do some research, and I looked, and it seemed like the bullets, like the trajectory or the entry wounds in the picture had changed. And I was like, am I tripping? I remember Dick Gregory saying this, and I remember seeing it one way. So we have to be very careful. Anytime we get some information, screenshot it right then, go get the article right then, download it right then, do whatever we need to so we can keep historical documents put aside, because these folk will go back and change it and then tell us we're losing our minds. And it never happened. So B1 family, with all the talk about Cesar Chavez and all the stuff he was doing, that weirdo shit he was on, y'all know how we are about it. This is the type of energy we're on.
I'm going to start off with you. What was it about this that got C.T. Fletcher in rare form over here?
Well, like I always say, before anything else, I don't consider myself an influencer in any of that but before anything else, number one, I am a father. Number two, I am a grandfather. I'm even a great-grandfather.
Oh, this
Hell yeah. Kids, your kids, my kids, any kids, they always gonna be number one as far as I'm concerned. I will kill you about my kids, kill you dead about my kids, and I kill you dead about his kids, Matt's kids. If I see a kid in trouble, I'll kill you about that because they are innocent. I had a fucked up childhood, so I know how it is, and it was nothing compared to what these children. Somebody got to stand the fuck up for these kids, and goddamn it, I don't care if I lose every last one of you followers. I'm gonna do it.
When it comes to the elderly, the disabled, and children, you will get packed up. We don't give a damn. Ain't no explanation. None of that. People who can't defend themselves, you're getting packed up. That weird shit with kids, oh, you most definitely getting packed up. That's not our culture. The only way you get away with that is if you or somewhere, y'all stay to yourselves, and we don't never hear nothing. But we watching, like we see some weird shit, we watching. The moment we just get an inkling, you doing some weird shit with some kids, it's pack up time. It's time to pack you up. It's over. Now, B1 family, I'm finna share something with y'all that might get me beat up by my dad. He sent it to me. This is my dad at 22 years old, right? I was about a year, give or take. And this whole, we were never indigenous, I think this picture will prove him wrong, all right? I'm gonna be in the picture so no tether can try to steal and say it's their daddy. Because we ain't, well, first off, we don't believe him, but, you know, and I'm a little jelly because I'm like, damn, man. Who made a nigga bald? When they tell you we're African, it's my dad at 22 years of age. That's his hair. No ultra curl, no super perm, just juices and betties. Just that's his hair, 22 years old. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you see it. I'm just though. He still got his hair. My shit gone. It's just it'll grow, but it ain't gonna, you know, it'll be stopping right here. So we ain't holding on to it. But there, yeah. That's where I come from. Guy from my granny. Yeah, that your boy Choctaw, that you ain't indigenous. The fuck we not. We are indigenous. We're mixed with indigenous, African, and some other stuff, and here we are. That's us. So be proud of your heritage and be proud of your lineage. FBA all day.